Chris Brockman, sneaky good game tonight here at Titans-Packers.
Yeah, really interesting game. Green Bay, that's kind of been the narrative this week is they're back on track. Aaron Rodgers looked good. Christian Watson, breakout game.
Breakout, yeah.
And the running game's been nice. Randall Cobb, I think, is going to be back tonight. And then you got the Titans, who are just nobody ever talks about. Mike Vrabel just kind of does his thing with his, crazy cartoon clown house that he's got going on. And Derrick Henry is just throwing dudes out the club. And Ryan Tannehill's back. And we still don't really know any of their receivers, but they're just kind of plod along, win games. They're in the playoff mix. And really curious to see what kind of goes down tonight. Does the momentum carry over from Sunday into this game and Aaron Rodgers starts looking like Aaron Rodgers? Or does Tennessee just kind of grind the life out of them running the football and, it's kind of a methodical, low-scoring game tonight and they just kind of sneak out a win like they always do? I'm really curious to see what happens tonight.
Yeah, if I'm Vrabel, I'm just like, here, Derek, here's the ball. Keep running. What do you do, TJ?
I mean, look, coming off of that Dallas game, right, the running game for the Packers did look really great. When you've got those two hosses back there, man, that's a luxury, obviously. But I think that something snapped inside of Christian Watson. And I think, Chris, that's the moment. You had such a bad start dropping balls. Even to the game, he dropped 2 balls against the Cowboys to start the game. But when you get fed like that and you get to kind of go off, that's got to do something inside to you. And so, I'll be honest with you. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm rooting for the Cowboys. But when he caught that first touchdown, as the ball was in the air and I saw it was going to him, I literally was like, please, kid, don't drop this. Because I know mentally what that could do. He would just get stomped. Now, I wasn't in favor of him catching 2 more touchdowns as the game went on. But I think maybe now this team has turned the corner. I always say Aaron Rodgers makes throws that I've never seen anyone else make. So if the running game is moving and now he's got some trust in the receiver or two, if I'm a Packers fan, I got to be excited.
And that's the thing. Green Bay is now 4-6. They're right there. They're the 9th seed right now in the NFC standings. They're behind the Commanders. We just talked to Ron Rivera. They're a game back of them. San Francisco's 5-4. They play Monday night. It's going to be really interesting. The battle for that 7th seed in the NFC, I think, is on. A lot of people think that Seattle's not going to hold on to their lead in the NFC West, that San Francisco is, as they get healthier, is going to eventually catch them. So, let's assume that for the sake of this conversation. And now it's Seattle, it's Washington, it's Green Bay. Can Atlanta get in the mix? Can Arizona get back in the mix? All fighting for that one playoff spot, and it is going to be a dynamite second half of the year when it comes to this. It's going to be great.
And if you could put that back up, Mike Hoskins, if you could put that one page up with the standings, I wasn't expecting to see the Bucs at 5-5, the Rams at 3-6. I think they're getting their QB back from concussion protocol, I believe.
Yeah, but it's almost too little, too late for the Rams with Cooper Kupp going on IR with the ankle injury.
That's
just wondering what can they do offensively to move the ball down the field and to score points? Cooper Kupp has just been everything for them this year, even with the struggles of Matt Stafford. The running game has just been
non-existent.
A carousel of guys from Cam Akers and Darrell Henderson, and now Kyren Williams is getting his run. And it's just, I'm kind of ruling the Rams out now at this point. I think you look at the teams with 4 wins and the teams with 5 wins. Tampa Bay's there. I mean, I think they're going to hit their stride as well. That's kind of been the talk all week, TJ. The 12s have gotten right. Aaron Rodgers has gotten right. Tom Brady's gotten right with 2 straight wins. And they play in the worst division in football, arguably. So I think the Bucs are fine. They're just going to roll. Remember when they won the Super Bowl 2 years ago? They were 7-5, and everyone wondered what was going on. Here they're 5-5. We're kind of having those same questions. But you think as they get healthier, Julio Jones scored a touchdown in Germany. He looked good. As the run game comes along, looks like Rachaad White is going to take control of that backfield, TJ.
And that's your guy, man.
That's my guy.
You were preaching him from preseason.
Yeah, he was my Ramondre Stevenson, like you, for last year. And I just think it's going to come down to those teams that we just mentioned. It's Seattle, it's Washington, it's Green Bay. Sadly, I don't think I have faith in the Falcons, but I think it's those 3 teams for the final seed. It's going to be really fun to watch.
Those 2 QB12s in the Bay. I know a lot of early in the season people were worried and they were down. You can't count. These guys are just like heavyweight boxers, right? Back in the days of boxing when fights went 15 rounds, That's a long fight. There'd be sometimes Ali wouldn't win every round if you watch an Ali fight, but come 13, 14, 15, that's when he got his strength back. That's when he hit his stride. That's when, he couldn't be solved. And I kind of feel like Brady and Rogers are like, they're old-time heavyweights, and you can't count them out of a fight.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.